hypnosis. This is something that a lot of people might find surreal. They might find it demonic. They might find it, too powerful. It's mind control. Well, I'm here to tell you the truth. The truth is you go through hypnosis all the time. There's a lot of hypnotic phenomena that you're experiencing every single day. And unless you become aware of this right now, this hypnotic phenomena is going to continuously influence you. It's going to hurt you in a negative way. What if someone is using these techniques on you? Well, I'm here to show you that not only you can learn how to master your own mind and your own power, but you can master these tools to benefit your life and give you the ability to influence others in ethical ways. Oftentimes people think that there are very popular examples of hypnosis. For example, when you're driving and you're daydreaming, or, when you're watching a movie and you zone out, or you're reading a book and you get lost in the world of the book and you feel the character's emotions. But it goes even deeper than that. Hypnosis is the ability to change somebody's focus from what they see in reality to another image, another idea, another emotion. Have you ever met somebody and all of a sudden started to fantasize about going on dates with them and you built up this crush and this emotion became so powerful that you started to think about them every day. Every song reminded you of them. Every time you'd go out to a movie theater, you would imagine, what if they were right here next to me? That's hypnosis. Have you ever went to buy a car or you saw a jacket or a purse that you liked? And you started thinking about yourself having it and how people would look at you and how it would feel to just own it and be there and experience it. Have you ever been excited to go on a field trip and you thought about how fun the field trip's going to be? Or maybe when they tell you that you don't have to go to school next week or you have a day off, or have you been excited for the weekend and you imagine all the fun things you're going to do with your friends? These are all natural hypnotic phenomena. And if you can master this ability to make somebody think about your product, your service, and get excited about it, obsess over the same thing that you're selling, then not only could you sell it for a much higher price, but you could sell it at a much higher rate. Now, most people think that there's a specific way to sell, and they're right, there is. But the way that they're selling is using bits and pieces of what I'm about to teach you. And the reason you are not able to close almost every call is because you're not actually understanding the principles behind sales. If you understand the principles behind hypno-sales, then what you're really doing is you're able to take somebody's focus and shift it to the things they like. The only reason someone doesn't buy something is because they're focusing on the things that they don't have or the things they don't like. For example, they may not be able to afford it, and that's what they're thinking about. Or maybe they don't like the way it looks or the way it feels or the way it smells. What if you could control what they focus on? Instead of them focusing on why they can't do it, they start to focus on why they can. And as a hypnotist, as a salesperson, as someone who has the ability to ethically influence others, you realize by shifting their focus, by changing the lens they see the world through, which is what I'm going to teach you how to do, you now change the emotions they feel. And as we all know, emotions are the difference between you taking action and not. Now, a lot of people, might think this is a bunch of hocus pocus. Well, just to give you an idea of how powerful hypnosis really is, I have personally hypnotized people to get root canals, which is known to be the most painful surgery you can have, with absolutely no anesthetics. They've had no side effects, no pain. And you can go on YouTube, you could look these videos up. You could see not only me putting needles through people's hands and not feeling it, people with fears of needles. Just eradicate that fear instantly, right? And all of a sudden I get the needle through their hand. Or you could see other hypnotists actually recording themselves, hypnotizing somebody of a root canal, and they don't feel it. Now, if someone could be hypnotized to eradicate pain, which is one of the most intense emotions you could feel, you're telling me that you can't use these techniques to sell somebody a product or make somebody want to get a service? Of course you can. And not only you can use these techniques to sell products or services, but you can use it to influence people, to inspire others, to get them thinking about their future in a positive light, get that thought spinning in their mind and that emotion growing inside of them, get them excited about the very thing that you have to offer. You see, you have so much potential that you are not tapping into because you don't understand the mind. And just by tapping into that potential, just a little bit, just by learning the things I'm going to teach you, you'll become infinitely more influential. Imagine being able to go up to random people and get them hooked, get them sucked into whatever it is you're saying. They can't stop listening to you. They can't stop thinking about what it is that you're showing them, that you're selling them. And all of a sudden, you have a bunch of people extremely invested in you, in your ideas. Imagine going up to an investor and within a 30-minute conversation, they're willing to invest as much money as you want in whatever project it is that you're on. Imagine being able to go up to a random person on the street and convert them into a high-ticket paying client right then and there. Well, you can, especially with these tools. And once you learn these tools, there's only one thing you're going to have to do. You're going to have to learn how to control your power. Because with great power really does come great responsibility. And this is a power that allows you to influence people in a very, very powerful way. I mean, there is no sales technique, there's no influential technique more powerful than hypnosis, because hypnosis is the very thing that makes our minds move forward. You see, from age 0 to 8, your brain is in a brainwave state called theta. Now, when someone goes into hypnosis, they go into that same exact state, theta. Now, from age 0 to 8, your brain is a sponge. It's absorbing information. It's learning. That's why kids go on the playground and they imagine themselves in all sorts of places and they can feel the emotions and excitement, right? They use their imagination. Well, we often forget how powerful the imagination can be. We often forget how powerful hypnosis can be. And you can put someone right back into that state using the principles I'm going to teach you, giving you the ability to influence people in ways you never thought possible. I mean, there are people that you know, that I'm sure you could think about, that are so influential that you literally cannot comprehend how people buy into whatever it is they're selling. Like, have you ever met a friend who went and bought something and you're like, why would you buy something like that? What went through your mind? Well, that's the thing. People don't buy because of logic. They buy because of emotion. And this is the scientific way, the most powerful way to get somebody to go forward on whatever it is you're trying to influence them to buy. So, if you're interested in this product, let me tell you one thing. You 150% need to be ethical, because this is the most powerful thing you can learn. But once you learn it, it's not just going to transform your life. It's going to transform the lives of every single person you come in contact with. Because once these tools and principles are embedded in your mind, you'll become so influential and so powerful that not only people will look at you and admire you and see you in the most positive light, but they'll be able to go after whatever it is you want them to, which is why it's so important to use these things ethically. I'm so excited to teach you, and I'm so excited to show you how to not only change your life, but change the lives of others. Allow you to literally influence people effortlessly. Make people think it was their idea to invest or buy your product. If you're ready, click on the link below around this video, and let's change your life together. Remember, think about your life in a year from now. You're making the money you want to make. You are crushing it. You are the top salesperson on the planet. Nobody closes every call, but you do. You close every call. And you look back and you realize this was the moment your life changed. So go ahead and click on that link right now.